So like every year we get a whole new Samsung smartphone lineup. So this year we got the Samsung Galaxy S23, the S23 Ultra, and the S23 Plus. But today we will just take a look at the normal S23. Now, just by the looks of it, it's just like the previous Samsung S22, and the build quality is just top notch. The S23 is water resistant up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes, and I really like the Gorilla Glass Victus since it's not only very scratch resistant, but you will also have less fingerprints on your screen. This phone even survives a fall from a height of up to 2 meters, but that's one of the things I didn't test out. The most remarkable change to the S23 are the cameras. All three of them are now separated instead of fused together on one element like we have with the Galaxy S22. I really think it looks a lot better, but like this, in between the different camera segments, you always have a little room in which I found dust just after a few days. But overall, compared to the lenses of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, these cameras don't stick out as much. A negative feature I just have to mention about the S23 is the polished armor aluminum frame. Instead of having a matte design on which you barely have the problems of always have to swipe away your fingerprints and stuff like that, they went with that design instead. In my opinion, the Samsung Galaxy S23 is the best looking smartphone on the market right now. You get some pretty smooth curves on the corners of the phone, two physical buttons on the side for the volume and your Bixby voice assistant. Like all Samsung smartphones, you have to charge this one with a USB Type-C charger. And when it comes to the display, we get a 6.inch dynamic AMOLED display with a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz and a 1080 by 2340 pixel resolution. As this phone has a very high screen to body ratio of 86% and a screen size of 6.1 inches, this phone is really not that big and fits perfectly in just one of my hands, so I don't have to use my thumb or I have to do some weird things just to swipe down and to control the control panel and stuff like that. So much for the design and specs. But now let's get to the One UI 5.1 that is built on Android 13 and some features. So currently you get 4 years of OS updates, which means that you will get Android 14, 15, 16, and 17, and 5 years of security updates. So as long as you don't blow this phone up, you should have a good smartphone for the next 4 to 5 years or so. Alright, first up, let's get to the wallpapers. The one that you see right now is the default wallpaper, which definitely isn't the best looking, but if we peek into the wallpaper gallery, we can use our pictures as a background or more colorful wallpapers. The cool trick right here, if we go to the motion routines, we can set different wallpapers for different locations. So for instance, you have a family picture if you're at home, a more professional look at the office, and sporty wallpapers during your gym time. Now, as usual, you have a section with all Samsung apps, which are more or less good. I use SmartThings a lot, just like the Galaxy Wearable app, but I'm not that big of a fan of Bixby. But anyways, this phone has a whole bunch of security tools and you can quickly do a scan in your security and privacy settings. Samsung also rearranged the information on your pictures when you swipe up. Just like with all smartphones, you get a few different options on how to protect your devices. So you can set up a fingerprint sensor, which works pretty good. And you have a face recognition technology thing in there, but in my experience, it doesn't do too good. It really never gets my face for some kind of reason, but maybe it's just me. Now, for the storage, I have the base S23 model with 256 gigs of storage, but as you can see, 42 gigs are already occupied by some system-related stuff. So 1/5 of your total storage is already gone before you even unbox this phone. Alright, up to the audio and video quality. Even though the 6.1 inch display isn't the biggest, it's more than enough for some YouTube videos on the go and in the train. As I already mentioned, you have full HD plus resolution, so all the colors do look very nice. They are vivid, poppy, and you get some good contrast. The small selfie camera on the top end really doesn't bother too much when you're watching some stuff, and even in the brightest sun you can just bump up the screen brightness to its maximum and still enjoy your videos. As well as you have a stereo speaker output on this phone, so just let me give you some quick examples right quick. Here's some that you should really keep an eye on. The first watch, or rather watches, that I want to talk about are the Garmin 265 Forerunner and Garmin Forerunner 965. And you got the Dolby Atmos feature. As you can see, it's set to auto, but you can also change that to anything you want to anytime. You also have Dolby Atmos for gaming and an equalizer if you feel like changing stuff up yourself. The hands down biggest upgrade to this thing is that we have the brand new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside of here. In my everyday use of the S23, everything runs super smooth on it, and I did play some games on it like usual to see if it heats up and if games are lagging or anything like that. But in my testing, I didn't experience anything like that. I played my usual car racing games, and not even in a crowded multi-car crash, the phone was lagging, and it doesn't really get hot. Only to the point to which I say it's normal and you won't burn your fingers. Just real quick, when it comes to the battery life, this Galaxy S23 packs a 3900 mAh battery, which lasts for about 16 hours on continuous web browsing or 6 to 8 hours on video streaming from YouTube or Twitch. This phone also supports 25 watts fast charging, so it should go from 0 to 50% in just about 30 minutes. Plus, you get 4.5 watts reverse wireless charging, so you can just place your Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 on the back side of it and charge it like that. And guys, that's it. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.